Welcome back to Biggie Outdoor Radio. We're in our final hour. This hour is brought to you by Auto Trim and Design of Wausau. They are located on 3rd Avenue. They are the fine folks that are wrapping the Big E vehicles. And they got that cool little yellow PT Cruiser that's zipping around.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I mean, is there such thing as a cool PT Cruiser?
Well, this one is pretty cool. I mean, it looks cool.
Oh, all right, yeah.
It's kind of like your grandpa's vehicle that he drives there. I don't know.
A little Scion box.
That little toaster thing that he drives around.
That is a cute little toy, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of room inside of it, though.
You do like riding around in that thing.
No, I don't like riding around in that thing, but he picked me up and he got me in it the one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one day, sure, once.
Don't get crazy with me here.
Yeah. Oh, no, you like to ride around town in that thing, roll the windows down, and you're like...
I feel like one of them hamsters on TV, you know.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. Mm-hmm.
You know it. You know it. So what is the next hunt you're actually going to go with me on? Now, are you... You know, you're getting close to being married, so I figure your hunting days are getting to be over with.
Well, this year, I mean, I think a lot of my vacation time is going to end up being tied up in
honeymoon,
a couple days off before the wedding.
Yeah, I suppose on your first marriage you have to do that kind of stuff.
Well,
once you get into your 3rd and 4th marriage, you don't do that kind of stuff anymore.
You just Skype in from the hills somewhere, and
yeah.
I do blah blah blah, and okay, I got to go with this.
You can even get a stand-in. You can get a guy, like, actually my brother looks close enough to me, I can just get him. I just like, hey, go stand in for me. I'm not going to make it. I'm busy hunting.
When they say kiss the bride, just kiss her for me and
yeah,
tell her I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's tell them, don't use any tongue, please.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. I don't know. We've touched a lot of crazy topics, that's for sure, on this show so far. I mean,
oh, yeah.
You got your
the outdoor business is kind of tough on
Bigfoot.
Relationships, Bigfoot, and yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, boy.
You got to have a good gal behind you. I think I do now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think you push her buttons a little bit. And
she's way behind me.
Oh, you might as well just set up camp here tonight.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, she won't hear this show for a couple of days, so I'm okay. Hopefully she'll sleep in on Sunday.
Oh, I'm going to tell her to tune in.
Why would you throw your buddy under the bus? I'm your buddy, ain't I?
Oh, yeah. But that's what we do. I mean, you throw me under the bus. In fact,
I'm going to get your Uncle Brad to host this radio show with me. I think he's a little bit more loyal. We're actually going to get him to call in some of these days, and I might actually have him come and help us out, and he can help co-host this thing with you, like if I'm gone. And the Turkey Slayer.
Yeah, that's right. Turkey Man.
Turkey Man.
Yeah. I think he actually finally took the towels off of his truck seats now. It's got about 200 and some odd thousand miles.
Oh, yeah. He's picky. He's a picky boy, I tell you what. His truck is...
Hey, it's in good shape, though. It's in good shape.
Yep.
He took care of it. He's nothing like we are on our vehicles.
That's right.
That thing's in the garage still. It gets washed regularly.
Yeah.
Clean.
Our vehicle's clean until we get, 2 blocks down the street from when we bought it, and then it's muddy and dirty. And
yeah.
My brother-in-law is a different breed of cat. He's a little bit more gentle and polite with all of his equipment. He takes good care of it.
And it shows.
If you ever get a chance to pick up a used Big E vehicle,
don't buy it from us.
Don't.
The end. Yeah. Don't.
That's pretty much the best.
That's my strategy when I go into buying a vehicle, especially a used one. You know, I want to know who owned it before me.
Yeah.
Because I would never buy a vehicle from myself.
No.
I mean, seriously.
Or from anybody like me.
And if I go and buy a new one, take it out on a test drive and all that, and I'll say, hey, yeah, you know what? I like this. I like this truck. I want it. Just not this one. I want one like it. But I beat the heck out of this one on the test drive.
And that's why we always have bought used vehicles in the past, because we put on a lot of miles, number one, and it doesn't pay to buy a new vehicle usually for us because they depreciate so quick and we burn up. We burn up the warranties. But
I'm thinking about next time going brand new. Down
I am
to our
too.
friends at Kasurik. That's
Yep.
right.
Because they got that lifetime warranty now.
You betcha. Yeah.
Lifetime bumper to bumper warranty. And I do rip the bumpers off occasionally.
Does that mean bumper to bumper? Does that mean everything between the bumpers? So the bumpers aren't included?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. If the bumpers are included, that's, I think bumper to bumper means the bumpers are included.
What if you have a brush guard? That's beyond the bumper.
I think that sticks out ahead of the bumper.
Darn it.
Yeah. But, you have to really get technical with these things.
Yeah.
But, what are the things that we have trouble with?
Everything.
Our window motors, we're notorious for that. Why is it? Because of dust and stuff, you think?
I don't know.
Our window motors are always giving us trouble. And
Pretty much everything. The engine, the tranny, the exhaust. You knock a lot of exhausts off a vehicle.
yeah, I know, exhaust. And my trannies I'm hard on transmissions.
Yeah.
I wonder. Don't go there. But when I say I'm hard on a tranny, I mean the transmission.
Yeah, we'll see if that makes it. Yeah.
That'll make the cut.
More things you don't say on the radio. Oh, man. Weren't we supposed to be talking about hunting and stuff in the outdoors?
Well, we're talking about trucks right now.
Yeah.
Trucks are in the outdoor.
Uh-huh.
Mud.
Yeah.
People that know us know we get stuck a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I've got this road where I used to live up north called the South Turcotte. And I think it's actually more of a four-wheeler trail. But pretty much every vehicle I've owned in the last 2 years has been tested to go down that road. And here, actually, while you were gone down south, my buddy Zach and I took a ride up north. And we took my new truck down that road just to see if it was the way it was before. And pretty much all the same mud holes and potholes are all there, except for this one spot where the river washed out the road. And last time I had to crawl the Suburban through there real slow so it didn't get washed over a little 5-foot waterfall, which would have definitely rolled it. And I was kind of looking forward to that adrenaline rush when I got there, and here they filled it all in, and everything beyond that point was all smooth gravel roads. And
They took the fun out of it.
there was a little bit of fun yet. I mean, there was some pretty deep water spots in there where, Zach and I looked at each other like, do we go through this? And then once you start rolling, pretty much you just don't stop. You keep going through it. You don't have to hit it at 80.
Well, you got to have a good truck to be a hunter. Just think about the roads that we drive on when we go to Colorado. And folks, when we go to Colorado, we do a lot of do-it-yourself hunts.
Oh, yeah.
And if you are ever thinking about going to Colorado and doing it yourself, and you want advice, that's one of the things that we're more than happy to share with you, the experiences that we've had, some good pointers on areas to go. We're not those kind of hunters that are going to keep our spots to ourselves and not share with you. We'll help you out.
We do a lot of public land hunting when we go
Yep.
out to Colorado, especially. There's a lot of really good places out there where you can. You get back in the woods.
Well, that one spot's 7 miles off the main
And it
gravel
takes-
road, and it takes us over an hour to get there.
Yeah, it takes a while.
To crawl over the rocks and over the rivers and stuff. But it's a road.
Yeah, most people don't take anything but a four-wheeler or a dirt bike back there, but
Well,
sometimes we don't take a four-wheeler on the trip with us.
No, we take our trucks.
Take our trucks. And,
We've been back there before when people have come out of the mountains on horseback and they've been so cold and wet that they were grateful to see us back there with trucks.
yeah.
And we've given them rides out of there, and they may not have made it out of there had we not been back there.
Yeah. We've even met some celebrities out there, or maybe some folks who just kind of looked like celebrities.
Yeah, we won't say who they were, but they were having trouble finding their elk. We've helped them find their elk.
Yeah. It was.
We've had some interesting times out there.
We have.
So if you're ever looking for a great spot to go, actually, we can tell you right where to go. Good cabins out there, Taylor Park Reservoir.
Yeah. Taylor Park Trading Post. They got a bunch of nice cabins there, fireplaces.
Yep, some good fishing.
You want a warm place to sleep? That's right in the heart of elk country. You're surrounded by
Yeah,
public hunting and national forest. So
yeah. That's a nice spot out there, and there was a lot of good trout fishing right there. It's all catch and release in that area, but we've had some good trout fishing stories and experiences. We're not going to get into that, some of them stories, Brandon, because we don't dare talk about that. But
Well, we don't have time right now, but when we come back, maybe we'll touch on it a little bit.
sure,
Yeah.
sure, we can do that.
All right.
So, all right, let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Keep listening. Hang with us.
If you're still.
Welcome back, Big E Outdoor Radio with Big E and Brandon, recording live in the Big E studio here at the Cedar Creek Mall on Sportsfan 100.5. That's what you're listening to. You can catch us on your mobile phones. Just download the TuneIn Radio app, and you can take us with you on the go.
That's right. That's right.
Why miss us? You could take us along. Take us fishing and hunting.
Yeah. Speaking of fishing, we were actually on the topic out there in Colorado. We get a little bit of time when we're scouting for elk to go and do some trout fishing out there.
Yeah.
We've had some interesting experiences out there.
Yep. We have.
Yeah.
Some of them don't have to do with the fish.
No.
We always have interesting stories. That's what people are going to find. We talk, we're kind of keeping it light this first show. We don't want to get into all of our great stories.
No.
But you will find that almost any hunting trip that the Big E team goes on, there's always some sort of an adventure. Whether it's turkey hunting or elk hunting, bear hunting,
Hunting bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always have some kind of crazy adventure that happens along the way.
Yeah.
On the way, on the way back.
Yeah.
So,
Road hazards are our specialty.
road hazards, airplane mishaps.
Hey, we always talk
Hey,
about wanting to get our pilots.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, we talked about that one time. We said we should get a plane or we should get a helicopter so we can get to these places faster. But then we started thinking about all the things that happen to our vehicles.
On the way there, and
I don't think that we should leave the ground.
or should we? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not with either one of us behind the wheel.
No. For some of our destinations, we have to leave the ground.
We got a mechanic now. Ben was an Apache helicopter mechanic.
That's right. Yeah.
So, but we don't know what kind of Apache helicopter mechanic.
Well, everywhere we go, we like to drive. Especially if we're stateside, we like to drive pretty much everywhere. You see a lot more. It's definitely a lot more interesting, especially for us. And
Yeah,
I'll tell you,
that always gets interesting.
there's a lot of people, they say, oh, I prefer to fly, or, there's a lot of people who prefer to drive, and they have their reasons why, but, man, we always prefer to drive. We'll fly if we absolutely have to.
Well, you can take more gear. Nowadays, they charge you for all the extra bags.
Yeah.
And we can take coolers, and we can take, we take our bows, we take our rifles, we take all these extra things with us in case we need it.
We could take a chest freezer for crying out loud.
Yeah. We take a lot of extra clothes. Just when I went to Canada this last time, I took extra camo, and it's a good thing I did because there was people that were up there that didn't have the right jackets. They didn't have rain gear. So I had all that. I had bug suits in case we needed them. A lot of people don't think of all these extra things.
Speaking of going to Canada, you do have to cross the international border to go up there, and sometimes you hear some pretty interesting stories trying to cross the borders. I remember the first time that we tried to cross the border into Canada. Big E didn't do his research, and he actually tried to cross the border with a handgun. That turned into be a pretty interesting day.
Just so you know, I did cross the border with a handgun this last time.
Let's put that on the radio.
Well, I'm back now. I can.
Yeah.
I forgot that I had it.
That's interesting.
I had it in the camera bag. I had the 44 Magnum in there.
Oh, there you go.
I got up to Canada and I started opening up, getting all the camera gear out, and all of a sudden I looked and I'm like, uh-oh. Had the old Ruger 44 in there.
You're a risky man.
And I thought, let's hope they don't search me on the way back.
Yeah. Oh, and you were alone on the way back too, yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Good for you, man. Good for you.
yeah. So I went into Canada and back.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that again. I'll be checking.
Where would you rather go to jail, Canada or Mexico?
Definitely Canada.
Eh?
Yeah. I think I could actually have a better chance of getting out in Canada.
Oh boy. Yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't be going into Mexico for anything. There's only one reason that I would be going into Mexico. One.
Yeah. Well.
Is to shoot the Gold's turkey.
Oh, that. Yeah.
We're going to go there for that. But
If we're
otherwise,
going that far, we might as well go down there and maybe do a dove shoot down that way.
Argentina.
Go to Argentina. We might as well just drive.
No, we're not driving. We're not driving to Argentina. But you know, we were going to talk about that. We were going to talk about all the destinations we got because we got New Zealand, we got the Red Stag and Tar and Chamois, and great stuff in New Zealand. New Zealand's a beautiful country. We've got, if people want to go there, we've got one of the best places in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Argentina, we've got some Red Stag and we've got water buffalo and fallow deer if you want big game there, and then we've also got all the doves and parodies and all the ducks if you want to go and hunt birds. People that want to wing shoot, Argentina is loaded with birds.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're going to come back with a sore shoulder.
Yeah. I've heard that. You can't take too much ammo when you go there.
You just
Of course,
buy
you
the
just
ammo
don't
there.
take the ammo with you.
Yeah.
You just buy it there. Yeah.
Yep. And then, we've got enough locations in Canada for bear, but we also have bear in Montana and Idaho. So if you want big bear, we got bear right there. You don't have to cross into Canada to shoot bear.
Many different color phases too.
Yeah. In Montana, we have 50% of the bear out there are color phase bear, and they've got all different kinds of them, the blondes and the chocolates, cinnamons.
They don't actually taste like chocolate and cinnamon.
No.
But
I'm glad you pointed that out.
yeah.
It's like in the cereal, when you pour the cereal out, you get the cinnamon and the chocolate bears, and they actually taste like cinnamon and chocolate. It's not what they're like in the wild.
Darn it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I was looking forward to that. But
Yeah. They don't have any gummy bears, though.
no.
No gummies. You see that big old red gummy bear come flopping through for you?
Oh man, that just reminded me of a cartoon that I watched once. We won't go there.
I don't even want to know what kind of cartoons you're watching.
Yeah. Oh man.
Jeez.
I was in high school,
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. We got moose, and you can hunt wolves out there, too.
Oh yeah.
Which now, if you want to hunt a wolf, you're going to have to go there, thanks to our illustrious legislation that took away the wolf hunting in Wisconsin.
Oh boy. That,
Which we will have a show where you can call in, and we
definitely need to talk about
we
this.
will definitely hack on the laws. But you know what? On that one, we can't hack on the DNR for it. It's not their fault. They didn't take that season away. It was a federal judge that did that.
Huh. Well,
So
looks like I'm gonna.
on this particular incident, the DNR is off the hook.
Well, I guess.
But they're not off the hook for everything
Yeah,
else.
I mean, not completely. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get on them for plenty of other things. And if we ever get bored, we'll bring us a game warden in here and put him
boy.
right in the hot seat.
Yeah. I don't want to be here for that.
Oh yeah, we're going to put him right here between us, and then we're going to open up the phone lines.
Oh boy. Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. Actually, I think you got a good buddy you grew up with. You and him have a love-hate relationship. We could bring him in here.
The game warden?
Yeah.
I didn't
Actually,
grow
he's
up with
retired
him.
now.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with him.
No.
I grew up running from him.
Yeah. That's. There you go. Oh. Man.
He grew up giving me tickets. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have probably some great guests that we'll have come in here. Some from time to time, even some celebrities.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a few that I can't wait to hear from. But I'll tell you what, I'm actually, now that we've brought up that wolf topic, I'm looking forward to opening up the lines for that. I can't wait until we have that show. Hear what the callers have to say about the.
I
what they
think there's going to
on
be a
that.
lot of people that are a little bit sore
I
about
know
that
there
topic,
is. I know there is.
especially the bear hunters.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Have you ever seen what a pack of wolves can do to a couple of bear dogs in a matter of minutes? It's devastating.
Well, I seen it actually. We had it out in Montana. The guys are out there running the lions out there with dogs, and they had 3 lions in 3 different locations up trees, different packs of dogs, and
Lions came in and took care of the dogs and the bear.
the wolves did. Yep.
Or wolves
Yep.
came in. Yeah.
Before they got to the 3rd tree, all the dogs were eaten, and the lion had
the
jumped
lion.
out, and they ate the lion too. So, wolves are pretty bad, nasty critters right there.
I'm looking forward to a wolf hunt in Montana. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I believe we should smoke a pack a day.
yeah.
That's right.
There's some big wolves out there too. You don't think any of them, if you could get bit, that you could become a werewolf, do you?
I believe you might believe that. Mr. Bigfoot is now invisible, and I mean,
Well, it's a possibility.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you got into when you were down south. I mean,
I was hunting in some very strange vegetation down there.
yeah. I mean, sitting down there in the stand in the middle of the night, and I wonder if Bigfoot is out here, wounded, ticked off. Maybe he's invisible. I mean, your mind does tend to wander. I mean, we take them long road trips, and you just start talking about off the wall stuff, and
Yeah.
I'd hate to see what you're like when you're alone. Do you talk to yourself in the stand, or does it just all take place in your mind?
It's like the tree falling in the forest thing. You'll never know. You're not there. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, that's. I know you. You're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Do you ever say, when you talk to yourself, do you ever say, what? Huh?
Yeah, actually, that's okay, though. It's clinically proven that that's okay as long as you don't say, huh, in between.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we better take a break here.
with that, let's take a break and come back right after these few commercials and words from our great sponsor. And we're back. Biggie Outdoor Radio. Welcome back. There we go. Our famous sound.
Not yet, but it could be.
It is. It could be. It could be. Hey, Brandon, you know what I was just thinking?
No, I don't. That's the scary part.
It's
Yeah.
scary.
If I knew what you were thinking, I'd be a rich man. If I could
Maybe.
bottle that and sell it,
You know what?
oh boy.
Actually, what I was thinking, because Ben, our tech guy over here, high tech, low tech, whatever you want to call him, is hitting on that vapor bong over here.
Oh man.
He's trying to quit smoking, and he's, vapor is getting to be pretty popular now.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about, the fact, a lot of these people smoke and hunt, and that actually was a problem too when we were up bear hunting. These people were coming out in their clothes and they were smoking in their bear hunting clothes.
Yeah, there you go. That'll do it. That's
I didn't want to sound like I was preaching at them all the time, but I just kind of shook my head. I'm like, you cannot smoke wearing your hunting clothes.
I didn't see any bears. Well, put the cigar out.
You remember
on,
that
man.
day?
Yeah, I remember that. That was
So-
interesting. I'm not smoking in the stand. You smell like Cuba, buddy.
What do you think about the vapor as far as helping that situation out?
Well, I think you're still going to smell it. I think it helps people quit smoking. Yeah, but if there's such thing as a vapor that doesn't have a scent to it, I mean, I know that stuff that Ben is hitting on over there, that stuff smells pretty good. Makes me want to try it.
What do you think if they could make it smell like deer pee?
Would you seriously smoke that?
I don't know.
Actually, you probably would. You're nuts, man. I mean,
If they could make it smell like a lure, that'd be kind of cool.
would it be? Would you inhale that?
I don't know.
You're crazy.
Well, maybe they could make it taste good, but still smell like a lure. Boy,
How
they'd
is
be
that
on to something.
Possible. You know that
Well, who
taste
knows?
is like 80% smell or some crazy fact like that? I don't know. Maybe I dreamt that up too. But maybe they could make it taste good, but smell like a lure.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What part of deer pee would taste good to you? Come on, man.
Well, I don't know. The bucks seem to like it.
Folks, this buck has lost his mind. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gone.
I don't know. It was just an idea.
Yeah, it's a crazy idea, all right.
Hey, well, you got to think outside the box.
Yeah, you're outside the box, all right.
Or scentless.
Yeah, they should-
Scentless.
They should put you in a box, a padded box.
Scentless vapor.
There you go. There you go.
Because scent is a lot of to do with your hunting. Unless you're turkey hunting.
Yeah, yeah.
Turkeys don't smell. Well, at least we don't think so. How do we know we're not turkeys?
You're pretty close to a turkey. You're out there.
We'll have to ask Brad. We'll call
Yeah,
Brad
no.
up. Brad, find us on Facebook. Big E Radio. That's where you find us. That's the tagline, Facebook/Big E Radio. And send us a message. We want to know if you think turkeys can smell.
All right.
Because obviously people think they can hear, and turkeys don't have much for ears either. They got them little bitty holes there for ears.
Oh, they can hear.
Oh, they can.
Yeah.
Then why can't they smell? Their nostrils are bigger than their ears.
Well, so are yours. Oh, man, yeah. Winning. Oh,
Keep it up, boy. Keep it up.
yeah. I think I need another energy drink, don't you?
No,
Yeah? No?
you've already had a couple. You don't want to drink too many. Hey, I saw somebody that dipped. Speaking of turkey trophies, I saw somebody dip the turkey fan.
Dipped a turkey fan.
Dip.
I would like to see how that's done.
It actually looked pretty decent.
Huh.
They painted it and dipped it. It was all right. It was kind of unique.
Huh.
We haven't killed turkeys in a long time. So
Well.
next year we're doing the slam together. We're going to start in, I already got the place that we're going to do our Eastern. And not that we can't do the Easterns up here, but, Wisconsin, we got some weird laws up here in Wisconsin. Like our bear thing, for instance. We've got as many bears up here as they do anywhere.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to, what does it take, 8 years to get a tag?
Like 5 to 8 years. It's-
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's stupid. There's bears everywhere. If you're a resident, you should be able to get your bear tag a lot sooner than that.
Yeah.
And the same thing with our turkey seasons. You got to apply and you get all these. There's enough turkeys around here. You should be able to buy your turkey license just the way you buy your deer license. But then you got to wait for all these zones to open up, and it's insane. It makes it so I just don't even have the desire to go turkey hunting here in Wisconsin. Now I can go to Florida, buy my license, and hunt
Wherever you want to.
whenever. Yeah, the whole season.
Yeah.
And then when I'm done there, I can come right up to Georgia and go to our place here at Gum Log Plantation where I just was hog hunting.
And hunt Easterns.
And I'm going to hunt Easterns right there.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done, I'll go right there and I'll hunt Easterns. When I'm done there, I'll drive straight up to South Dakota where I was, and I'll hunt my Miriams instantly. And then from there, I'll drive out to Nebraska, and I can buy my tag and hunt my Rios. Be done. Have them all done. And I don't have to worry about what week it is, or I buy my tag in the middle of the season and I can just hunt. So I don't have to wait. I don't have to worry about, I got to draw it for that specific week or wonder if there's any tags open for that week. We're the only state that has that goofy stuff going on.
There you go. DNR.
Yep. I'd like to hear some call-ins on that.
Yeah, well.
But yet they'll give away deer tags like they're going out of style so we can massacre them.
If it's brown, it's down. Yeah. Hear people say that.
When I was a kid growing up, we actually had to identify our target. The deer would come through and we'd have to look and make sure that we were looking for a buck, and we'd watch the does run through, and when they'd come, you'd have to look really close and look for bucks, and it made you a better hunter. Nowadays, kids have doe tags and buck tags, and they see a deer and they just shoot the first deer that comes through, and then they go look for horns.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
This was getting to happen a lot. That's how come, well, number one, we don't have a lot of deer.
Well, that and the wolves. You get up north, and there's a lot.
Yep. Yep. But you go to places like Buffalo County, which now is getting to be overhunted because it's so publicized, but down into Illinois and places like that where the people are a little bit more selective of what they're shooting, and it shows. That's why they have bigger bucks. Because
QDMA.
Yeah, but it's more than just QDMA. You can hang QDMA signs up all you want. If your neighbors aren't doing it, it doesn't do you any good.
Well, that's just it. I mean, down there, Buffalo County,
It's the whole county doing it.
Pike County, Illinois. I mean, you've got your neighbors are practicing it, and I mean, if you have a 40-acre plot of land and you're trying QDMA and your neighbor's shooting everything that moves, it don't even pay to try.
It doesn't matter. And then if you hang them signs up, all it does is tells your neighbors that you're not shooting the buck, so they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pass on a nice, 2 or 3 year old buck that has a lot of potential down the road, and your neighbor will shoot it, even if it's a spike.
Yep. I think the worst thing you can do is hang a QDMA sign up on your land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it invites the poachers, and it pretty much tells your neighbors that you're going to let the small bucks pass, and
Yeah.
so we do know some people in our groups that have become selective over the years, and it's paid off for them.
You just got to hunt the right places. I mean, and that's getting harder and harder to find in Wisconsin. There's a lot of people that the thing is the longer you go without seeing the quality deer, because people are shooting all the deer, the more itchy your trigger finger gets to shoot a 6-pointer when it comes out, or you hear a lot of these people saying, well, I'm not going to see anything better, and they take and they sling lead at it.
When I was younger, in fact, even when I was taking you hunting, I never thought I would ever see a day that I would not deer hunt in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I never thought that. I haven't deer hunted here. I think it was a few years ago. I did buy a tag, and I went out just because I went with your sister. But otherwise, I haven't really deer hunted or cared about deer hunting in Wisconsin now in quite a few years.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of people are getting that way. I've talked to quite a few people who are starting to feel the same way. And you know what I'd like to hear a lot of people's opinions on, honestly, is what they think should be done to change that in Wisconsin. I mean, should there be antler restrictions?
Michigan's not having a deer season this year. Upper Michigan,
Yeah.
they're skipping a year. There's a lot of people that are squirming about that, so we're going to catch a lot of them down here.
Yeah.
But what is that going to do for their deer? I think we're probably going to see a lot of those Upper Michigan hunters flooding into Wisconsin this year because not having a season.
Well, yeah. I mean, people still want to fill their freezers and they want to chase that deer. I mean, it's hard enough to go wait a whole year for that.
Can you imagine if they told Wisconsin that we weren't going to have a deer season for 1 year?
Oh my goodness.
I think we'd have a riot.
We would. Yep. Yeah, it'd be like Ferguson, only it'd be the whole state of Wisconsin.
Oh, I just can't imagine what would happen. Wisconsin hunters would go crazy.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I do believe that we need to have some kind of a restriction, antler restriction. I mean, something to try and help people start identifying their target more.
Yep.
Practice a little bit better QDMA. You can call it what you want to call it.
I think we also need to quit giving in to the insurance companies or whatever it was that caused us to shoot all the does and get rid of that doe tag thing and go back to actually wanting to shoot bucks.
Yeah.
And earn your does. I think we've taken a toll on our herd. There's a big difference. I mean, compared to what it was years ago.
Yeah. I mean, there's two sides. There's more than two sides really to the story. I mean, a lot of people say that it's all about the way the DNR has changed the seasons in the years past. There's a lot of people say it's just strictly predators, and there's a lot of different angles on that. And
yeah,
that's why that's actually a good topic to have people call in about. Let's talk about that for a show. There's a lot of different controversial topics we can touch on, and that's why every Sunday we're going to have something else to talk about. People can call in and we can talk about Bigfoot and
they can tell us what they think about it. There you go. Here we go. Welcome back to Big E Outdoors with Big E and Brandon, recording live here, right at the studio down at the Big E Outdoors studio in the Cedar Creek Mall.
You sound intelligent when you say we're down here at the studio, right at the studio at the Cedar Creek Mall.
At the studio.
Did we mention we're in the studio?
Hey.
So
By the way, the Cedar Creek Mall is getting a facelift.
Yeah.
I could use a facelift. You could use a facelift.
No, you really could use a facelift. Yeah. Let me tell you what.
You know, we started talking about predator hunting earlier, Brandon.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's talk about some predator hunting. We did some. A couple months ago, we went out to South Dakota.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
And we were doing a little bit there. And then, well, I'm going to do some predator hunting when I go to Africa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And actually, that's kind of catching on. More and more people, well, we are, because our TV shows are a little bit different, doing more and more predator hunting.
We're different people, though. I mean, we got
That's
you,
what I've been told.
me, mostly you.
Mostly me. I've been told that a lot. I get a lot of people tell me that. I get emails and text messages all the time telling me I'm different.
You're a popular guy.
According to who?
Not always in a good way.
No.
I mean,
Yeah. A lot of times not in a good way.
yeah.
But anyway, we do a lot of predator hunting. So we went out there. By the way, I finally got my predator call back from the top of your refrigerator where you had it hidden.
I told you I had seen it somewhere when I moved.
Yeah.
And there it was, behind all that junk on top of the refrigerator that probably didn't even belong there. Still there. I was looking for something.
There's a lot of things of mine in your apartment, by the way, I've
Hey,
noticed.
now. Hey, now. Well,
Yeah. You're going to get it all when I die anyway. You might as well start now.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was looking for something that I still don't think I found, but I did find that call that was about 2 months late,
Yeah.
but I found it.
But we had a blast. I mean, what do we see? A dozen coyotes first day?
Oh yeah, there was goats running everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than you'll normally see if you call coyotes during the day around here,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I mean, out there in the Badlands, you can see them coming from quite a ways off. And, I mean, once you realize what you're looking for, that's the hard part at first, is being able to spot one way the heck out there.
We're going to kick that up a notch, though. We got some stuff coming. You know what really gets me, though, is I've gone on these last few hunts. I went on the bear hunt, and I went down on the hogs and all that. And you know what I've been leaving here? In your top drawer?
What?
What's in the top drawer of your file cabinet?
Elk bugle.
No. What the heck am I going to use an elk bugle for on predator hunting?
It's there. Seen your pictures? Oh, man.
Oh, you melonhead. You got it from a hunter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that thermal.
Your FLIR.
Yeah,
I could have used that.
you'd
yeah.
have seen Bigfoot. He might have been invisible, but you'd have seen him in there.
That's right, even if he is the predator.
You're nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have paperwork to prove that, too.
Yeah.
But I think that if we could have went and used that FLIR, and you had the call and all that kind of stuff, and done a little nighttime hunting for those coyotes, we would have done a little better. But now
We're going to have a lot more equipment that's going to help us step up that
yeah,
game in the future.
That's right. That's right. I made a couple of calls. We got the night sights coming.
Oh, yeah.
And the good thing about the night sights is they actually work during the day too. So you put that on the scope, and then you got that little TV screen on top, and that's going to help us with handicap hunters so that they don't have to look through the scope. They'll be able to look on top, and it'll make it easier for everybody,
Yeah.
even myself, guys with broken necks. We won't miss so much. Don't even look at me like that.
Oh, man. Well, that's all right. I mean, we were...
You're going to look awful funny walking around with my brand new boots up your hind end there.
Oh, man. Yeah. I was waiting for you to swear on the radio. That would have been cool. But, I mean, well,
Yeah.
would have been something, huh? But, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I actually didn't have as good a luck when we were out there hunting for coyotes this time. I missed
No.
a couple times.
A couple. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen here. I was shooting at a coyote.
Let's talk about my coyote shot. Hello. This is spectacular.
Yeah. That was a really good shot. That was, I mean,
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was waiting for you to actually say something nice.
yeah. No, that was. It's on camera. You'll see it if you watch the show. But I'm telling you, that coyote came in, and I don't know if you had the range wrong or what it was the first shot when he was standing there staring at you.
Yeah, shot right over the top. of it.
Shot right over the top of him, which, I mean, you'll have that. Nobody's perfect.
I think it was just because he was too far straight down.
Yeah, you couldn't bend your neck that way. But no, anyways, this coyote takes off running, and I mean, we had all the ranges. I had pre-shot all the ranges, and this coyote happened to go right where I had ranged everything, so I could call out without having to actually follow him with the rangefinder and the video camera at the same time. As the coyote was hitting certain spots, I could tell Dad where his ranges were and exactly where the bullets were hitting. And the first shot, standing still, he shot right over his back, and the second shot, when he got out to about 250,
It was 280, yeah.
yeah, 250, 280, something like that. I can't remember anymore, but I mean, right behind him, and he knew right where he had to lead it the next time. And I called out that last range, and what was it,
It was like 320 or something.
320, something like that. And I mean, he shot and he rolled that coyote right over at a dead run, shooting down there across that valley in the Badlands. That was awesome. That sit was a good one. We had probably 4 or 5 coyotes coming in on us, coming out of these creeks.
Yeah, we had 3 from the left, 2 were running, and then 1 was laying up on top of the hill, and 2 coming from the front.
I mean, they didn't really come out of the creeks; they came out of the creek beds,
Yeah.
out of cover.
But if people want to do some crazy hunts like that, I mean, we can hook you up. You can go hunting with us. We'd love to take people along.
Yeah.
And when I go to Africa, I'm going to take those night sights along.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take these slow glow lights, which I just got turned on to them when I was down in North Carolina. Awesome. These things are great. You're sitting there and they slowly come on. It takes a long time. I mean, it takes like 2 minutes for them to warm up. They would just slowly come on so the animal doesn't know it's there. It's either red or green. You can get whatever color you want. And then they finally come on to full brightness, and they're bright enough that you can video and hunt. And the animal then is standing under a light down there eating and doing whatever, and you don't even know, or the animal doesn't even know that he's standing down there in the light.
Well, you don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was sleeping the first time.
Sleeping in the stand, yeah.
It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was up. Then I woke myself up with a snore,
Yeah.
and I realized that the light was on and there were no animals there because I scared them away.
Yeah.
And so then after I was awake for about 15 to 30 seconds, the light went off, and that's when I realized how long they had actually been there eating.
Yeah.
So then the next time the light came on, I had hogs in front of me.
Yeah.
But these slow glow lights are going to be great over in Africa for caracal cats and bush hogs,
Oh yeah.
even warthogs, and they would be awesome for leopard. You know how those guys hunt them leopards up in the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, these would be fantastic for that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I could get off of work to go over there and film that.
Well, you know what they say.
What do they say?
I don't know. I was just trying to come up with something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anybody who knows what they say in a situation like that, let me know.
Yeah, we'd like to have a Facebook message on what they say.
Yeah.
So, we started this first radio show out and tried to be a little bit tame.
Yeah.
Brandon and I will definitely crank this up
We get fired up sometimes when we get going. I mean,
Yep.
well, not just sometimes. We get fired up quite a bit.
quite a bit.
We're trying to keep it a little bit calm.
We don't want to scare any of you away,
No.
but we'll definitely be looking for your comments on Big E Radio on Facebook. Look us up, Facebook/Big E Radio. That's what I put it under.
That's right. Yeah.
And you'll find Big E Outdoor Radio there.
Yeah. We're looking for positive comments, negative comments. We want to know what you think.
No, we don't want any negative comments.
Yeah. Hey, that gives us something to talk about, though.
Yeah.
And that's right. So.
Well, we'd like you to let us know what you'd like to talk about, what you'd like to hear us talk about. We'll research it. We'll look it up. And we'll get into it. And
Maybe.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
And we would like to, I guess, maybe get some call-ins later on.
Mm-hmm.
First couple of weeks, we're not going to open the phone lines up. We're going to kind of feel this out a little bit. Check us out. You can also listen to us on Saturday mornings at, 7 o'clock our time on the Good Outdoors radio show. That is ESPN 97.9 out of Tallahassee, Florida. You can check us out there on the TuneIn Radio app. You can also catch us on TuneIn Radio here. And that wraps up the show for today. Thanks for listening to Biggie Outdoor Radio here on Sports Fan 100.5.